So I just wanted to talk briefly today about sentence mitigation, particularly around the residential drug and alcohol program, the RDAP as it's called. This is one of the only programs in federal prison that can get you home quicker, can get you a shorter prison sentence, along with the First Step Acts, which is credits that are given, and we'll talk more about that on another video. But we want to talk today particularly about RDAP, and RDAP is a program where a person who has a drug or alcohol issue has an opportunity to participate in a 9-month program. And if they complete that 9-month program, they have an opportunity, if they're sentenced to 31 months or more, to get up to a year off of their sentence. And they're eligible, not always given, but eligible for up to 12 months in a halfway house. So on a 31-month sentence, if you qualify for RDAP, you complete that program. Again, it's a 9-month program. You complete that program, you are eligible for a year off of your sentence, which would get you down to about 18, 19 months and up to a year and a halfway house. So, in total, on a 31-month sentence, you could be looking at, somewhere in the ballpark of 9 to 12 months of actually prison time. So it's a big departure from a 31-month sentence. You're talking about almost 3 years going down to about a year. Now, to qualify for RDAP, for this residential drug and alcohol program, a couple things. You need to disclose this in your pre-sentence interview. In your pre-sentence interview to the probation officer, he will take this into account and put this in his pre-sentence report, which will go off to the judge. You also have had to have an issue or some type of situation with alcohol and drugs within 1 year of your sentencing. So must be disclosed in the pre-sentence interview, must be within 1 year of your sentencing. Then you qualify to get into the RDAP program. The judge will take this into consideration. He will make a recommendation to the Bureau of Prisons that you be admitted to go into the RDAP program, but that recommendation is not a guarantee. However, about 70 to 75% of judicial recommendations are allowed. So if the judge recommends an RDAP program, there's a better than fair chance that you're going to get admitted to it. So again, it's a 9-month program. It's not held at every prison camp. So if you're sentenced and you're going to prison, you have to take a look at what prison camps will offer the RDAP, and you have to ask for that particular camp when you ask for your designation at sentencing. So I think I've talked before in some of the other videos that I put out in some of the other articles that I was arrested back in 2012, pled guilty in 2014. I had sentencing guidelines of 78 to 97 months. So at that time, I was looking at anywhere between 6.5 to 9 years in prison. Fortunately, I did not go to prison. I had a significant departure and I was sentenced to 1 year home confinement. Now, I want to mention that I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, and I had been sober roughly 18, 19 years when I was charged with my crime. So I would not have been eligible for the RDAP program. So I know a lot of people that have been sober in AA or other programs that go in and lie about their substance abuse issue, which I wouldn't recommend. If you do have an issue within 1 year of your sentencing, you're eligible to participate in that program. But I definitely wouldn't go in there and lie about a relapse or about the fact that you've been using drugs just to qualify for this program. So in addition to that, again, I have never attended federal prison, fortunately, but a lot of my colleagues, a lot of my former business associates, and a lot of our clients who we help with sentence mitigation have either gone into the RDAP program and graduated from it and come home early. And we've actually got some clients that are in RDAP right now that are providing us with day-to-day information as far as, what they're going through, what the benefits are from the program, what they're hoping to achieve, and what the program is giving them as far as a lesser prison sentence. So to give you an idea, we've got one client that was sentenced to 45 months for securities fraud. When he got that sentence of 45 months, you're talking about 3 months shy of 4 years. It was devastating to himself and his family. He did, however, disclose that he had a drug and alcohol issue in his pre-sentence interview. And then he was giving substantial First Step Back credits. So this is a guy that was looking at just under 4 years in prison. And by participating in the RDAP program, he was admitted to it. His judge recommended it. By participating in the RDAP program, from his first day in prison to a halfway house will be 13 months. So you're talking about close to a 70% reduction in his prison sentence by participating in RDAP and gaining First Step Back credits. So this is something that can literally change your life. If you've got a lengthy prison sentence, it gives you an opportunity to get home substantially in less time than you had initially thought. It gives you an opportunity to come home, to start to rebuild your family, to rebuild your life, to rebuild your working career. So if you have been contacted by the FBI, if you've received a target letter, if they've come to visit you, if they've arrested you, if you've been indicted, contact us today if you'd like to get some information about the residential drug and alcohol program, how this might affect your prison sentence, or any other type of mitigation work that we do.